we chamo bai we chamo una wa te we chamo do tra wo tin wo te we geng pa da ya la in malut we chamo tu do ra we chamo tu do ra malish ya da man tu gil mat kire wo chi ro bating lo chi kai dom lo chi wa dom ka jo ta to kai kala ngai ngai ga chen fursa kul kul eten kena ka taw yana chi wada ta majaya ko kaman kan ka Facebook dar chi ba too much chi kai ba ta to kai chi ke chinam time for them ka wona lo tin but I'll share you still follow it ka taw we cha ko modu dia ka modu in ba we mi ta yolit eten dia we ko lai mat mo ka ta we dia wa dia ko cha mo kena cha pong na lai cha nyali ba pong na lai le ko de lo chu ba kram ba chu ba no na rel kana wala tin ka to bo ben to bo pong na lai na ko ko chno ko du ma ya nyali bu po imbu tie imbu bu ka tie ko ko tan ka on de lo ala ya la di de chinga dem bia be jana we ko chinga lo ya na video de kan kon bana kram lai ko na jeng le addressing yourself or trying to put yourself to to the concerned position in a way of how you look at your situation, and how you see the thing around you. Those are the things. Plus, getting a little bit concerned on behalf of the living of your brothers and sisters, which will always cost you. And kaga kato kaka da wata ban da wurda tiye ku wurda limaya ya kitiye bese ko ne yin chige yere miran ya ko baban baby na kan baby ya da ro ka ngot ke luyina wo ya kaga kato yeah, number two, there's something annoying me for couple like ko kara wo ko le ro wuda wunda bara chira ya ka wona lo wut wut ko de ko ta bana ke chika chibana wot ye kan ye mata bana chika ye tinga ko ta bana yen de ka la tal to we ko de krai kin ye chika to no ka chi kan po pol ka chira mon ye chika dai no yen kaga ka ro ko bu ka ro da tich ko ye mi ko wut kana yen ke chika ka da ban jam tin ko ta bana chika to na ran rem tu do re tin ke men wut ka ran dang ya ran dang dan mer ne le yina ya tawa ya ka wan ka di chu ran le wut ban ko ya da wut ban kulen de rem chana men wut te den kon chi lu ya le wut nya wut de kon chi lu ya le nya wut tinga wut de kon chi lu ya le tinga wut ko yena mo ndi wut ya ka ke ka wata ban ke ya yo kul falen ke ka de wor ban te jongo wu je lor ya ke na chu lor ya ke ka yo ko bur rangi bil falen ru no ya ke ne ka mat ete kuna to ko ro no ya ke ka chin wata ban in de ga yo kun bil falen yes wo le ro kan ko bro dilla kan ko che ka wan ko bu la bu ko mo nyor la a che ke ka wata ban ke yo yo de wo ko ta ratin ko bur da wai ne biak de ko wata ban ne chi yo yo no wai na de ga won chi ban wai ji ko yo tingin bil falen la abya ka den ko abya ka ran ko abya ka na de kaga ka ko de ke gro de ko gro do bana tie ku yogo tingi bil film all of those things we can put it in a way we all know that those things are negative. I think the argument between yourself with friends or brothers or in a way even like going through the politics, all of these things are a personal interest. But when it's come to the community, it's something we all have to look at it. That is what we trying to be, serving, and you serve yourself as a servant to the community. These are the things. Yen ke ka da ban tie kubur bana tie ya ko ke wata bane chi da la chi da ba tie it's all based on the reality for what happened. ka ban jam tin kere man dan when in chigito Gerald Dengwe I chuko got but we write them but not everybody can read or understand but some might but because the network now is okay you can understand what the person is really talking about because there are a little bit of window now for translating on behalf of the language and if you don't even get the full in a way of translating in Facebook I see that a lot of error there but it can give you much more information for what the descriptions is all about those are the things so I believe pero lo ban kul ka wana chuko got Facebook ko wo yok bil fale na cheka wonde le lio ga lai mim di che tong ka rot but we still can discuss them peacefully and openly them in a way of having a video too kana kato kichira loy no manadan wona chige chilu asele wo ban ma ka ko tie mi dam kan karo witan ne biak da wo mi ko wut ko mi ko pada yo mi ke pana yeldit yo go talara mo gatat kaga ka buru rati ko booking who is that particularly it will be concentrated into a Malus issue but it will concern all of us it will concern all of us ka ban jam ka man dan Dengwe una bai go jiriya ya kada pol ngi ko kana ka wona ko to ka ci ban ko le ko pol ayo ko dai kada ko ngota ban ga ci ko won chur lahat ko chur dil twen o kaka yu bel falen na chiglo kai ko pios ita nanga na buya le tong tong amatil ina tarat malut ina tong amatil gini is a tong interest ko tong jealous tong jealousy ko ka chmal duriyok carelessness kaga ke ga chikrang ba ko na lo rot ke ko taban yok ka ngi ko en ke chike to wok to ko de jo gu ko ko chikraj ben ayok en kraj kana chin ko taban yende nya man yo le la chran ran nie kraj aliu a culture is something in our culture even talking about your enemy you don't wish them for the bad thing a traditional wo kaga tin kana ka to na che ben wo yi jinga chiri kana man dun ga Dengwe ga ngulo rot le yen talking about to ke ko taban chigo yo bel falen wichinim ko yu taban ke jam wala ko ne ke be utya ke kre je angor ke man ngura che je ne dieten eto ko na bi ke ka yo achen ke de wo pen jam ke de wo pen lo taban yen buok ro bay bi ja deal ke de chi bi loy ke something it just in a way of having an individual group and trying to go through this such a process alone. That will cause us a delaying time. Plus, it will make a little bit, full information or making more negative accusations. Kana era yok to wo ke ka wata bana ga chigo yogo ting de le biak da wo ga dop ka wo chi de mem de wo le la lyo ga wo chi jam go mi do wal jam go wo yewut jam go wo chi ke community kaga ayu be pele nan ka ga wo yan ke ga chiro loy ko na loy korot ka chingun to wo to mim yin chi de loy ka ngaro nak man dun ko le la jatin le majaya ko chi man dun ki chi ban nok Kurana nak mandu ashi diji kene yogo yele lay may lak bay garan kana achindu boyela yoktin akwero non ko yejo nyoda kana wunda kaga akato na yogo ko yo bay ka daga to game chak tin game chat pin na chat pin na game chire game kana ka yo we ma da ko kwan wona we chika won rotie ko we politician. That's number one. And the second group will be our brothers, those whom are in the military. I will be having a little bit issue into that. We ma da ko ko we politician. We are really go we ko with the ban we chika ko ko wood. Ko dir ko wood. Wood the community what they ko ke. Kene chik wi yin da lak dar gub yin chak seta ki tawo ko wan do no yin chik ye ko ye na ka ba politician you know one a chi buto lakke won wono ta ban biya lela won gana wona ngak ran kun will never be good in a point where everybody is going to disrespect you. No one will respect you because you'll be look like just a coward man running around, running for his own personal interests. Into that part, it's not going to be only you. It will come back again and it will go to the community. And then the disrespect will fly over the community. So any son of Malus, wherever he's going to be traveling or wherever he's going to having a friends, that image, it will appear to anybody. Those such things as a brothers, to be respected in your position by the outsiders is about your turns, your conduct. Being respect is about your association, yes, being so associated with your brothers and sisters, and having a strong support in the community. That will give you the respect outside. So anybody who's trying to come approach you, he will look back first. Who's behind you? Kagaka kun. Interest of war when we are servant to the Malut community, or those who call themselves to be intellectuals. Being a servant, you have to do what is really interest. And some things, even regarding into security, is your responsibility to have that action to be taking place. But to come up with one strong term, that term, it will be described in a way the jealous man will look at you and he will use the threat tone for the replying or retaliating of your response. These things, it will make you scared if you are a seeker for any position. If you are a position seeker, and then you're going to be in trouble. And that's what is really killing us. Into that level is our responsibility to look at it. Dengue cannot be just another witness to Mulusan. We have seen them, what they have done to our children in the Blue House. So sometimes somebody question himself, when it go to that point, from Bill Farm to Blue House, what is the connection? These are the things we have to be careful. And what is behind this, we all understand. Chagwa ta okay ko ta bana yeni chige because of the leadership or because of the power. And then that power cannot be just forced on the community. So for your responsibility as the brothers of Malut, those who think to themselves they are the real Malut, I think it is a time for you as brothers. Time for you to feed the community back for what is really taking place, exactly what happened to their sons. We don't have any time for all of us looking at it. You know what? Yeah, these people, they went. Those guys went. That is not the information you are going to feed us back. Things are not going well. Things are not going well. So at that level, we don't want to be surprised for such nonsense. Selfish, being afraid, not to put yourself together. Those guys went or those group went, that's not the language we are going to use and trying to protect our children. We need to stop those things. Young little one, Dana Dandu, Chara Chardu, Joy Jongdu. All of these things, nobody will come outside and try to disrespect them. You will react in a way the other side will understand. There is a love between. So if we do have all of this such a thing in our self, in the community, or whatever the mindset of jealousy, shackled minded, you need to drop all of this nonsense. It's a time to look at your brother. Please. Things are not going good, brothers, if we can see the situation. What else now left? They didn't do it to us. Next time is going to be what now? Your wife. And it happened. It happened when they were trying to do it in Malut. And women have to protect herself. What have they done to us? Did we come out together and try to force them back? We didn't. She was taken away from us. Trying to use a useless system they're trying to put on us. When people are getting killed every 24/7 days and they don't get charged. And now, this is another one. This is another one. It happened when they were collecting your children in Malut and put them there. Nobody even cared about it. Till you've been surprised, here, take this body. We have seen them. So there's nothing new for us. Nothing from us we can try to hide and try to put ourselves together and think, you know what, yeah, it will be okay. Nothing is going to be okay if he's not going to walk outside and trying to talk to you. Hijack. Hatred. We need to drop them. Please. We need to drop them. Your brother is sick. He's really sick. Even though we all know him when he was outside. He was not in a shape. For health issue, we can understand that. So are you telling her the enemy cannot use it as a tool? They can use that as a tool to get away with this such a crime. Why can't we look at the picture? When are we going to react about this? as you brothers, politicians. I'm a son of a Malus. Whatever the anger is driving us in or dividing us, we need to put them aside. Let us look at this. To respect yourself and to be respected outside. If you want to gain that popular. The mission is not just only concentrated into Maluk. The mission is to look outside. What will affect you and what will affect your community. Do they care about this man? Is their history? They don't, because of that such a name. Who do they care? So your children are just like a bird. And these are the human beings. Are we going to let this such a thing happen? Getting attacked and having self-defense. And you commit a crime? If that's the way they want to use it? Where are you, brothers? Let us be honestly. Let's put all of this nonsense about they take it. This is not the time right now. We are in a different process. If you are ready to receive that, let us be clear to one another. Where is our strength? Using our mouths, talking. I'm strong. I'm having a connection. I have this. This is my friend. All of those people you were trying to scare yourself, they are your masters. Can you go and talk to your masters and make such a thing happen? Let him get it out. Let us take this guy out from them. We need to get him out from there. Whatever the tools are there available in you, you can use the community tool. If you are afraid not to be, known as the politician, or because you are seeking for whatever the reputation you are making yourself look to be, people will give you that reputation. The quieter or the way you look at yourself, you are being so quiet, it's not going to give you the good reputation to the community. I don't see a point in there. So your actions will give you the credit or will give you the good reputation. But you are protecting your reputation because of your interests. Try to serve. Serve who? Are you going to serve the one who has been taken away from you, or are you going to serve the one you are trying not to updating them? What will be good for you there? If you're trying to be quiet right now, and then you would say, you know what, yeah, I don't want to have this such a bad reputation. All of such a thing are useless. Look at your people first and let them give you the credit. And your credit cannot be good when you guys are so really out of it. Your community is bleeding inside for your characters, your behavior, your attitude toward your own people. And that's why we're having such a mess now. It doesn't matter those who kill our children, from Bayajak all the way to Akoka. It doesn't matter whatsoever. The government has to get those guys. Whether you are a rebel or whatever the thief, they have to get out. Or then we have a choice. We have a choice to talk about anything happening to our children. It's your right to react. The rest of your brothers, those who were in the military, that's my game here. Again, for you as a process, I know it's not secure. But come to the logic way, still, we understand the South Sudan, how it's been run. This is a disrespectful too. You will be the next man. That's the only bridge they put in front of you. The more you try to open your mouth, you will be the next. That's the key scared. Trying to scare you. At that point, you look at yourself first. The quieter you will be, then the disrespectful. You are not valued. You are not even having a sign to them. They can treat you the way they want it because they know. They know you are a coward. That's the point here. So put yourself into that point. You need to look at yourself first. Whatever the ranks they are going to give it to you, when there is no any respect, then you are just wearing, a Hollywood dress. That's what you are wearing. Because you're going to be the next man to get corrupted and being nailed into that point again. Are you ready to be just a follow man or having that road? It's not today. It's been started when you were there in the military, or even the time when we were in the jungle. When we were in the bush, they used those tools until up to now, when we are in a modern system. Look at yourself carefully. Bakek chen ke kaka ngi ki ka peta chen ke chira lat bang saket. Chira won la taw ke ta model. Bakek chen ke chira kaka lak. That's it. But they cannot value to you. They will not even respect you when they do such a thing to one of our brothers. And it's not the first man. Iran eke de ting, acting pya. Jay, wal mim, bi ngor ka yoki. Dan kana yena kwe leri yitin, wena kwe nyutin. Wena kwe woni chika yakwani. Ka dew ke gila chen ke ka ku ngor ke kichi, bichen ke cho rieu no kam no wut. Kake ka to. Ko ye yok bel fale na biru loyin, rak ma chika lo menamo. Chuka batian yera yok ko don woni ci ngeje ye ngej itu nuyti ye ngej itu nuyti bi ngori yup chuko power ku ngori ke imimeto ku ngori law ko ekene ko buktiok to won na yemo ine pingrol. This is not the right thing to do things. Ngakui ko lera mo kan jubo wala ngakui ko lera de jinu. Ko ko mo lu ko tabani to chemical ko be wala bo ba to no security ci ko nga yoki ngor ke liam ngor ke kneel down, you kneel down exactly for how long? This will be disrespectful. We been a top your group ko rew retan ngor ke gog di ke cheri tol cheri yow dal ko che dal ngo dala bian chi bian Iran bian chi bian ba jam yi nga tamuno wo ge nga pero ai we ka pa ka o ke ga ban kulo ka to. So such a disrespect will come to you. You try to be good to them, and they turn it back again and using it against you. Because you know you are just like a puppet. Traitors. So you won't be having any respect there. Thinking they will respect you if you are really in their position. Because they are not valued. Can I limited away? We should get one ka reject, which in lot one ka na ka yagati. Mata ko one ka chang laro wuti malut jalarang. Jang it's look beautiful. But at the end, it's still we dump in the garbage. It's something you have to be careful. They have disrespected her from the beginning. Up to now. You know the truth. And don't be quiet there. We all know you guys. Respect yourself. And try to be valued. The more you being so quiet to yourself, you are disrespecting yourself and to the whole community. Chwe ka ko bu ba bi. Ke gi chwe to ka ji je ko bu ba bi. Ke ko chiro loy gala ke ko u ta bana ke ga yok in bil felen a chin mandan won ko bi to tek. We have to identify them. And we know them who are they. Ka tong kana chi tong dawle le yo gal wo mim. Dudun ma nyaki ra won na kwe. Kai kongo. Ta wok ta ra ko chi ka u ta bana wo ku ki loy ko. Mi da wo ko chi ko bi ko ba ja to wi. Am ya ko je cho la bulu house. Nga lo le ngi ci digan lo em bañ de bañ ci je gum non de bañ wal ko bi lu wo ngi ci kër boy en ko lo yi na yen ko bi loy let him be out or take him to court. But torture is not acceptable. Being tortured in psychology, in mind, it's not easy things. It's not good. So we need to look at ourselves, brothers. And it's time for you to be careful to yourself. Don't try to be silent. Inerio won ngi yin na chi riwi kin chi de lo won ku yin yan ngoy tro ya puppet. So there will be no any respect to you. They understand the general who he is. Domina to mo da rangi in general, domina to mo. Jalula tariqa jar kachin. E tariq arka shabi, ache tariq pat. Ko tariq daw, ko wut malut. Ke ga pigi, cuma taw ke yang ko le ngaloy. Ko daga nim tariq. Tigale, ko ngri wiyen. The way they put all of this such a nonsense disrespect to him. We've seen it. So when are we going to talk? And when are we going to look at ourselves? Are we value? Are we really value from the other communities? Are we? Whether in the government, whether in politics, or in army, or in social community. What are we doing? Do we see those signs? We don't see them. No one is really value us. Achiran one rayoko. Tanangi. Ngi ngulo rapijita. Kena aban welim omo adakakwa. With the waro. In the politics and army. Time to use your ranks. Show you a little bit move as a rank man. Don't just be quiet there. You gotta say it. Both of you guys come together and give us such a consent. Those who can protect you, why don't you go back to them and talk to them about the game which is being played? A man who has been, taking his children away in his hand. They slaughtered them. They got slaughtered, and then somebody said, you know what, you got to go to jail. Take that. They can say it. It's not a crime when you are just being self-defense. If they want to put it that way. But do the guys really give the order? But that was not the case. Let us look at the picture carefully. And we need to address this picture in a real serious matter way. That's my concern. Your reputation will be good when you are having a reaction or taking any action. That's when you are going to have a good reputation from your community. And even from the government, they will give you a good credit because you didn't back down or you didn't bow to them. And that's what he's supposed to be doing. Serve the community interests. Protect the citizen and protect your own community. So you can get a credit from the government. It doesn't matter. Don't think that, they're going to be against you. Against you for what anyway? For what reason? If there was no any game in there among yourself, selecting a special group and whatever you're calling it, and said, they are the people who will deal with it. That's not how it's going to work. Life of connection in South Sudan don't make no sense. When you make somebody say, you know what, I have a boss. I have, Zol Kabir. With your own right. It's really, they are Zol Kabir. Don't tell him about telling you that and it's Zol Kabir. The big man, I'm going to go to talk to him. When you know that is your right, and somebody can go and describe it, you have a right. If they don't like it, let them just tell you that. How do you look at it? That's it. I don't need no boss. But they're using that language because of you. They have to scare you. They have to make you look like, you know what, you got to follow the law. You got to follow the system. If you do this, you're going to be against the system. And when they are the one breaking the system. This is a life, guys. Between a life and a death. That's what we are talking about. We don't want to lose him. Or we don't want to let him be just in such a name house. We don't need it. We don't need it. Na ulele hukumu nga. Hukumu da. Ranjir kon pok mito kakin na chay lo chine nadu. Nyaget kimi lo bana lo pick up. Kujala chwe won tiro lo no kega lo gal, they follow the system and go and kill our children. Ngulo era. Ene kubulu ya wadani hukuma. Yes, wadani hukuma kuna hukuma cha protection. Protect the citizens. Inde njola katane nya gargulo ne na gala achine biye yoktin kuchi hukuma ndian chite. Era ana mujirme jola ban ro garing bugo moy kay ko kon. Le la question ne tin. When you are the one who've been supporting him. And can the government be quiet about this? I don't see a sign there because it's in the Constitution. The criminal must be brought into justice. It doesn't matter whatsoever, wherever they are. Why can our government do this? They can get pressure from the government and bring those guys who kill our children. It's a system. Is it apply to them? No. Why it is applied to us? Apply to the innocent man. Don't even have an idea there were people who getting killed. Having no idea what was taking place. And then you come and just, we're going to pick him up. But that's not the way here, brothers. Please, it's a time for you to look at that situation carefully. That Blue House, we know we have a spirit we lost there. Son of a mollusk. For 28 liters of fuel. And this one here, innocent man again. And then we have our sister. What is this? What is all this about? I think we should learn from her. We should learn the action she took. And that's what is supposed to be done. But when we Yuot, we will follow the system until getting into abuse. For what, brothers? It's a time for you. Time for you to look at your brother very carefully. I call for the community, generally. And I call to all intellectuals, brothers who are in the politics, those who are in the military ranks, and to the community leaders. Time to take this action, not by the individual group. It's not about the connection, this one. Connections with the torture is not going to work out. The sufferer, if you don't feel the pain, we all feel the pain. Pain for our reputation to the community generally. A pain to our brothers. A pain to any son of Malus who will come into that position. No one will value them. No one will respect them wherever they heard the name, the Malut people. So it's time for you to come out together and go and do this to yourself. And rescue your brother. Forget about whatever we did to ourselves. Let it go. Put it aside. Let's finish this. And then we can come back again and pick up whatever the leftover. If you want to go back to such a left food, or we call it anything, the unity make you to be respected by the globe. But when you are scattered, it's just like being a refugee. And that's the life we are living in Malo. Those politicians trying to live like us refugees, go and beg there and go and get that system there. Using all of this, my big boss, like your NGOs. That's a refugee life. Or living as a person, being not independent. It's a time for you to have a good reputation, do this. And then you're having a good credit. Other than that, I don't think so. What will stop them to pick up our children? Whenever they feel like it, whenever they want it, they will come and pick up and go, even like using them as a whatever. So let us be cautious and address this issue and take it seriously, and let us come together. Unity will let us go to be respected by the others. Standing together and rescue any son of Malus to any point, it will give us respect. Time for you. Use whatever the tool you have to use. That's what I was trying to come and talk about it. It's annoying me. It's annoying me so badly, and I don't like it. It reminds me back like the way how it started from Dr. Joy. It was in us playing useless game. And now ended up again, up to now. The survivor. Uncle Dangalon, he's a survivor. And he knows, we all know that, he's been tortured too. But he's a man of love. He loved his country. And that's why we had this Muslim. And he will live longer. That's credit he got from when he was given to Muslim. Make his name to be popular and forgiven and whatever was taking place. That's when his name appeared. But somebody into that system was playing evil game. So he's a survivor. He's a survivor. And he knows. So the credit he got from the government, that's what he did. He showed them. Rani lip kwere chal kwere nyagat. Che ye lahat bi yed bai. Kendong non ke image nang ke okoi ke. Kendong ke image nang rang mo tapan chikra yoken bel fell and he was in liberations. They know. Was that the bad thing for him? Was a credit. And he will live longer. Kuna ye yo ting no thin ke jalwelai ye such a credit can akobu let it go. The man then ye quite want to talk. The man is a book. The one who's been taken away from us is a book. Imi kamsa ike wala imi arba. Who are they? Are they easy to be just like, okay, taken away from people? Nga lwelen. Di hukuma tak. Ngi ko de galora na chin game tawtin. Ache yen mi the wo shi bi ajat nyanu nyagat. Ai kene e kare nyagat ka bok ping pelu bai. We have to be careful about this. Let us deal with it. A big thing ke bai. You know, okay, kuta bani chiga concern le pidun, no kre manudun, they will understand. But kibi yikta game kana ya, ada yibu general, all of these things. When the enemy is playing inside the game, that's not the game we are going to play. Please. Please. Chable woni jo jongdu. Chaya chardu. Tanadandu. You always protect them. Chawonga ya woke ka kagalo ban kulu ka nare ran wonta bandage woni yen chige che chakto wala kalam farak de kulu a chige lui. Let us be respected when we come together. We need to come together and let us be united and take this action seriously. That will give us respect from the other side. No more silence, brothers. No more silence. You are leaving that such image behind to us again. What is this? Support, there will be a support. The community will support you. What tool you need again? What kind of tool you need? Even the president will understand that when it's come to the community concerns. So what kind of tool do you need to, you know what? Yeah, what? The divisions. We need to let it go. In Kaka, and we need to put all of whatever the dispute we have aside. And let us focus into this. In Kaka, la we wife, we wonder. Can I one get to a kite in a time? We nearly done a book away. Okay, bye.